Tired of telling niggas the same thing over and over. And my bitch 3 times, but niggas don't fucking listen, man. Bitch can't even fuck. Use your head for you motherfucking losing, man. Cream team, FTL game, man. You know how we rock it, man. Boy, you smoking on that same shit that got Chris Rock. Like cocaine with a drum, this bitch sound like Kid Rock. Bet these niggas go and copy this, them niggas Xerox. I could move, we still on his ass, we got him gridlocked. One bitch, I ain't picky. Fuck me till I'm dizzy. My bitch catch another op, she gon' get some new Rickies. R.I.P. my young boy, that shit still got me pissy. My nephew won't even play my ops, he said it sound too kitty. Bitch want me to fuck with her, but she be acting ditzy. He thought it was clean, I'm still serving cut, no kizzy. Full of looking clean as hell, can't forget that blicky. Chop and shoot like Jimmy, I ain't even had no simi. Every beat shit automatic, supercharged like Hemi. Told my little bitch walkie only, she can keep that Henny. Virgo, he got Trump money, gave myself a stimmy. Told my bitch don't want hibachi, she can keep the bennies. Get them chopped like sushi rolls, play them hoes like movie roles. That boy, he got baby money, bankroll like a 2-year-old. This bitch know she fine as hell, came through built like Ruby Rose. 100K times 10, nigga, I'm gon' need a few of those. Partner red, it look like a bottle of some hot sauce. All these sticks, thought that we was finna go to Top Golf. Treat him like a thought shirt, get that nigga cropped off. He said he gon' touch me, see how ain't shit popped off. LOL, ha, I know folks don't like me. Pussing off these pussy niggas really do excite me. Shawty know I'm rude as hell, but somehow she still like me. She know I ain't pussy and ain't that nigga like me.
Could've made that motherfucker a little bit longer. Let me see.
High as fuck, I had the 2-lane switch. 2 cups like I got twins. She wanna know what the fuck I do. Wanna know where the fuck I been. Get your bitch in the bedroom like Beckham, make it bend. You know lil' shawty, a big body bends, poking through the skin. How the fuck you thick and you slim? How the fuck he never put it down, then let me hit it then. The first time I got it, it's like crack, I need to hit again. Made me float up in my bed, shawty wetter than a river. Stop at Dover Street Market, damn near through at Neiman Marcus. Pull up to the curbside, let the valet park it. Yeah, my old bitch, she got bird ties, we don't talk too often. Pull up in the coupe with frog eyes, sleeping while you walking. You ain't got the answers, that's what Ye said. I could never cut you off, cause you got great weight. Love when you walk, cause that shit moving like a shake weight. Plus you got great taste, and you know how to save face. We got rich as fuck just cause we had connection. Cut that nigga off, ain't past the intersection. You wanna get like me, then follow my directions. Just tell your niggas go and get it, count your blessings. It ain't about me, just about the team that I be reppin'. Go a little harder since the day I lost my brethren. She wanna crash out cause I don't want her, oh you reckless. I wish that girl the best, cause she out here moving headless. I could've fucked your bestie, by the way that she tried to press me. But I know she moving messy. This V8, I'm gon' rev it. 1080 in the engine, 1080 for some shoes. Niggas say that I was trippin', but yeah, niggas finished, nigga. Yeah. From time to time, I don't know what to do, so I don't do shit at all.
All right. Welcome to, let's just call it October 12th, Garrett's football show. I did a live stream yesterday, so we're doing the first 2 days in a row live stream. I can't speak. Why my shit look like that? First 2 days in a row live stream, so I'm excited about that. The first 2 streams I was doing like videos, music videos for like 5 minutes to see if anyone would enter the stream. Until then, at first I was doing like 3 or 4 music videos just to see if anyone would enter the stream before I started the show. I like that, but because of the copywriting rules and everything like that, I can't figure out what songs I want to play, and I don't want to keep playing the same 3 songs over and over again, even though shout out to KFair 500. So we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're just going to call it Twitter news. I'm just going to use this time before I get into like what Garrett's football show really is and what the people who are here for this are here to see. I'm just gonna give a little bit of Twitter news for some funny shit that I saw on Twitter today. Let's start off with this one. React to it.
Yeah, so today I linked with this nigga I met a few weeks ago out with my friends. This nigga been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him, bitch, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, can we meet for drinks? And I'm like, yeah, meet me here. They got the best fucking oysters in Atlanta, like hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content, come on. It's so good.
I gotta pause this real quick. Hold on, let me do some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Shit out there, motherfuckers, eh?
Yeah, when the fourth one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm gonna eat. And I was coming anyway. But I ain't gonna lie. No, I wouldn't have did all that. But I did do all that. They was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good. Oh my God. It was just so good. Like, I had to. It was so good. So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes, they were so good. And the crab cakes, everything was so good. 10, baby. Why the fuck this bitch ass nigga say he going to the bathroom and never come back? The fuck? I'm like, hold the fuck on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes, bitch. What the fuck this nigga at? Had to end up grabbing a tab, bitch. Nigga left me with his little one fucking drink. Yeah, bitch, I'm so glad bitch keep me some money, cause what? That was crazy to me. And I said, bitch, you running out on the tab.
What the heck? Running out on the tab is crazy. I ordered to take you out for food and drinks, and you ordered all that. I can cash out you the total for the drinks, smile, but not for our 4 plates.
He's talking about I'm offering you to drink. The fuck are you talking about, bitch?
This, if you've been on Twitter today, you've seen somebody talk about this. And then the crazy thing, because you know Twitter always makes everything more entertaining. They figured out who old girl is. They found her. Whatchamacall? Let me see. I got it in here. Let me pull this up before I start talking about it. They say this is old girl. This is her, apparently. Look at this. Let me get this. Bro said I had to go and see that girl that slurped down 48 oysters on a date looked like. This is not what I expected her to look like, while somehow being exactly what I expected. And this is a fucking fact. Now, first, let me just get into the fact that she did this. That shit is crazy. Let me get into that first. So, clearly she didn't want to go. She wasn't fucking with the nigga. Fucked with him a little bit, then went out a date with him because she had some time, like she said, and she's like, you know what, go out a date, see if I like him, get a free meal, order some oysters. Really, all I wanted to say with this is my dumbass would have paid for the meal. Like, bro definitely did the right thing by getting up and doing the let me go to the bathroom trick. My dumbass would have just sat there shitty and put my check out for that bill for 4 plates of 12 oysters and 3 lemon drop shots. While I got was a glass of wine. And then the craziest thing about it, when I saw the video, then be the girls whose DMs I be in, sadly enough, I know that's disgusting to say, but maybe not disgusting to say, that may be bad to say, but Jesus, 4 plates of 12 oysters on your first date. She definitely didn't fuck with bro either. That's the last thing I want to say with that. If she had fucked with bro, she would have definitely never done no shit like that. She wanted a free meal to see. Ooh, too early. She wanted a free meal and to see if she liked bro. But she said, I'm also getting this free meal and I'm going to eat how I want. And bro said, I'm not. Shout out to him, bro. Shout out to him. I just wanted to show that because that shit was hilarious, bro. That's 48 oysters that she ate with potatoes and what was that, crab cakes? Reminds me of fucking white girl or white chicks. Jesus. All right, let's get to this next video. And this is all just starting just to see if anyone comes in for the live to get into the show. But this is next. It's been going around the news. Jada Pinkett has like a new book coming out, and for it, she basically said that her and Will Smith have been separated since 2016. And I saw this video come up on my Twitter, and I thought it perfectly described the Will Smith situation. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, by the way.
The biggest stars in Hollywood, squeaky clean image. Women love you around the world, and this is what's going on in your house. Your wife is in love with a dead man. Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so me and my mommy can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Tupac got killed in what, 95, 96? Willow never met Tupac. Why is this little girl writing a letter to Tupac? Why is Will Smith's daughter writing a letter to Tupac? What is being said in that house to get this little girl not writing Santa Claus, not writing the Easter Bunny, writing Tupac? You could be.
That shit is nuts. Can be Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, most famous nigga in the world. Not much needs to be said with that. That was just funny. Let's see, what else do I got in here? I'm kind of blind reacting to these because it's just put these in here when I saw them. That was entertaining. This is the last one. First little talk about football to get us started for the day. This is from Ben Roethlisberger on his podcast. Let me go up a little closer on this. Ben Roethlisberger on Matt Canada's offense. I want to see more like, where are the concept routes? Where's a curl route? I haven't seen a 12-yard curl route, which is a staple in the NFL. Not even NFL, in college, in a football game, a 12-yard curl route. Or how about a 10-yard hitch route? 5 yards? Where are those routes? Conceptual passing that shows that you actually are creative and know how to do anything with running a fucking offense. And the reason I put this in here, and I wanted you guys to see this, and I wanted to start off the Garrett's Football Show with this as my tweets, because I literally was just talking about yesterday where it's like on the 3rd and 9s, 3rd and longs, it's like that's the only time we have a run play or a throwing play where we can get a good chunk of yardage out, and it's because our fucking playbook is probably this small. And to have Steelers legend, all the things you can say about Ben Roethlisberger negative, so I don't like to talk, leave that be, but okay, not leave that be, but for the conversation at hand right now. He was a Steelers great, and he, of course, or obviously, is still really interested in the Steelers. And this is what he had to say recently about the Matt Canada offense, which is arguably one of the worst offenses in the NFL so far. All right, that's about 13 minutes of just chatting and bullshit. So now we're going to get into why you guys are all here. Garrett's Football Show. Let's get in. I'm going to start off with my upsets of week 6. The first one for me is going to be the Detroit Lions versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. When you look at this, let me see what the line is on that for FanDuel. +3 Buccaneers, -4 or -3 Lions. It was higher than this a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago, which is getting into even more what I'm saying with this is going to be a game for the Buccaneers to win. But let's just get into it and start off like this. The Buccaneers are kind of having like an interesting below the radar season. They've started out 3-1. No one expected them to be that good. Baker Mayfield has kind of found his way with the Buccaneers this year. And it's something going on where a lot of people are looking past them, or if you're interested in the Buccaneers and what's going on with their season, you're just now noticing it because no one's talking about it. On the other hand, the Detroit Lions are the complete opposite. They've been asked, I'm 23 years old, about to be 24. They've been asked my entire life, and now they're just finally becoming good. They're one of the talks of the NFC with that terrible Cowboys loss. People are saying they're like that third team. So everyone is hyping up the Detroit Lions right now. This game, in Tampa Bay, I feel like is the perfect opportunity for the Buccaneers to become 4-1 and to have a great upset against one of the best teams in the NFC right now. So let's just start off this with the Lions defense. Just talk about them for a little bit. So it's really going to be led by defensive line and Aiden Hutchinson, who is a great part of their team. People I've been hearing are saying he's like a defensive player of the year candidate. That's definitely not the case, but he's been great this year. What is it? Four and a half sacks. He's averaging about a sack a game. He's definitely started turning it up more. Let me see. Yeah, first 2 games, no sacks, then 2 sacks, 1.5, 1 sack. So he's definitely on a hot streak right now. The defense has been playing really well. So that is going to be a very, very, very important part. But the other important part with the Lions is, of course, that offense. The offense is going to be the offense. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's been everything that I said that he was going to be. And let me just see if I can find him. Bear with me one moment. Yeah. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I just wanted the stats to be pulled up a little bit, but he's been everything that I assumed that he was going to be going into this year, which is a wide receiver, one person, great yards. He's been slow the last couple of games, like only 56 yards, 102, 102. I feel like he's going to have a good game this week. I feel like you should go on his over on yards, whatever that may be. But even with that, you know, the good defense, the good offense, for some reason with this game, I still am wanting to believe that the Buccaneers are going to do it. I've always kind of liked Baker Mayfield, so that could be some of it. But really, as far as the Bucs this year, Baker he's been really solid, really good. The numbers and statistics won't say it. I mean, 882 yards. Let's make that a little bit closer. 882 yards, 7 TDs, 2 interceptions. That's not amazing, but it's really solid. And the thing about Baker Mayfield that's interesting is, I mean, if you know anything about football, you know what's been going on with, you know, him and the Browns from a couple, maybe just last year, I think it was, when they got rid of him. They both wanted to get rid of each other, but it was really easy to say that was Baker Mayfield's fault and that he is not a good quarterback. But ever since he's left them, I mean, with the Panthers, with the, who was it, where he had that great, like, Thursday night or Monday, the Rams, and now with the Buccaneers, you only hear good things from him, from the coaching staff, from teammates. You're saying, like, he's a leader. He's very intelligent, which is something you never heard from the never heard coming out of the Browns organization while he was there. I mean, Baker Mayfield has put together one of his best years as far as just winning and staying out of, like, the limelight, which for Baker Mayfield is crazy. He's put together one of his best years for that right now. And I think he's sliding under the radar, and to go and beat this Lions team, which would, of course, be the best win that they've had so far this year, it would turn a lot of people's lights on to looking at the Buccaneers, to re-looking at Baker Mayfield. And another thing I want to say with this team is, this isn't the same team, but this is for the most part the same receiving core. I mean, Godwin is there, Evans is there, a very same receiving core that was there when everyone was saying the Buccaneers are just a QB away from winning the Super Bowl. Then they got Tom Brady, went to the Super Bowl, went far in the playoffs. And of course, that team had, like a top 5 defense. It had Antonio Brown, different coach. It is a different team, but that receiving core is very similar. So it's not like Baker Mayfield is just throwing to bums. This is a very, very, very good home game for the Buccaneers to go and take an upset. And if you're into betting, I would bet on them here for sure. I'd say, let's see, let me take a little swig real quick, pause. Bear with me. I would say, if I had to say, like, the make or break thing for this game, or the biggest thing going into it, Baker Mayfield is going to have to play like a nearly perfect game. No missed throws, no overthrowing on easy touchdowns, no interceptions. And as far as the Buccaneers defense, when Jared Goff makes a mistake, they have to come up and get a turnover, get an interception, get a fumble. They have to capitalize off that mistake, and I think it's going to probably come from Jared Goff, A, or someone having a bad fumble, and B, once that mistake happens, the Buccaneers have to immediately turn around. The Buccaneers offense has to immediately turn around and get points from it, and not just a field goal, a touchdown. There's going to be a time in this game where I think the Buccaneers defense is going to make a play. And at that moment, the offense is going to have to come on for the Buccaneers and score a touchdown to switch the flow of the game. Because at first, for a lot of it, I think it's going to be really in the Lions' favor because they are overall the better team. And just this other thing that I wanted to talk about with this, I don't know if it's just taking up more time. I'm just gonna say I'm not even gonna go to the website. Both of these teams have one of the lower rushing overall rated, passing rated defenses in the league. The Lions, that's not really hard to say because people always put up points against them, but that was just interesting to me to see that both of these teams statistically have terrible defenses. But that is my first of my 2 upsets of the day. Let's go to a third one. Really, I guess now that I'm thinking about what I'm talking about, I'm really going to have 3 upsets. But only 2 of them I truly believe in. But let's get to this third one. Or the second one. Second upset of week 6. I got Indianapolis Colts at Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's see. We're at the Jags. Jags are just coming back from London. Let's see the spread on this game. It is -4.5 in favor of the Jags. So let's go into this. The timing of this game, all things considered, is terrible for the Colts. The timing of this game is terrible for the Colts. Jags had a really rough start out to the season, and now they're coming off 2 wins in London. I think the Jags are undefeated in London for some weird reason, so that's why I said it's home games for them. But the Jags are starting to figure it out a little bit. Trevor Lawrence was playing terrible. The defense wasn't playing good. Trevor Lawrence has been playing good the last 2 games. The defense has looked a little bit better. They kept the Bills to not a lot of points. I don't even want to think about the top of my head what it is. But this is maybe lineup-wise or timing-wise, not even lineup-wise, timing-wise, not the best time for the Jags to come up against the Steelers. For the Colts to come up against the Jags, sorry. The Steelers suck so much, they're always in the back of my head. And then again with that, something else that I saw that's really interesting going into defenses, the Jags have a top 5 rated defense against the rush. And if you've been looking at anything with the Colts, you know that we like to rush the ball. So that's another bad thing, is that if they're going to be able to take our rushing attack away from us, that's going to hurt most of what we're trying to do. And that's definitely a problem. But let's just say this. This right here, this little thing, this little pattern thing is the main thing that's making me think we're going to win. So for the last, I don't know, however many years, we've split the games with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, that being said, we haven't won a game in Jacksonville in a minute, but we usually split the game. We usually split it every year. So that's why I think we should split it. I'm not going to go into it because of my weird head, but I just, for some reason, always notice patterns. And, if I just look at this, maybe whoever's watching this, if you're watching it live, you're not going to be able to stop it. But whoever's watching this, pause this and just count this pattern out of the wins and losses. If you count it out in a certain way and your mind works like mine, it goes to where the Colts should win this game. That's completely not off fact, and it's nothing that I can say to say this is true. But I'm still saying it on live on a camera anyways because I think it's going to happen. I think that's the reason why the Colts are going to win this game. Another reason why is because we're going to lean on Zach Moss. We're going to lean on that O-line that did great last week. And I think even if the Jags do have one of the best rushing defenses in the league, our O-line is still going to dog them. We're going to shut out Aiden Hutchinson, and I still think Zach Moss is still going to be able to play a great game. And I was looking at Anthony Richardson there, why is he there? But it's just because he's in the season passing yard leaders. But Minshew is going to have another great game, and Steichen is going to have a great game play called for us. Let's see what else I want to talk about with this. Bear with me. Now, last thing I want to say is another thing. Keep in mind, this is a little bit of a get-back game maybe for Minshew. He used to play for the Jags. Both the seasons that he was there, it was a pretty ass team, and he didn't play the best, so it's looked like he's saving his best football for us. But maybe it could be a revenge game. Maybe he can have a little bit of fire under his ass to win that game more than the usual one. That's something we need. But the fact that their defense is really good against the rush, and that's what we want to do. The fact that we haven't beat them at home in a while. Those are all things, and the fact that the Jags are starting to look like they're rolling a little bit and starting to look like one of the best AFC teams that people were talking about at the beginning of the year, those are all things to make you scared for the Colts. But the fact that we usually split it with them, and the fact that if you go back to this little statistic of our last few games around them, the pattern says we should win. I think we're going to win. I have that as one of the upsets of the week. Colts beat the Jags. I'm not even going to give you a score because I don't like doing that. Let's move on. This is going to be, I'm liking this. I'm going to sit for a little bit and be proud of myself that I've done this. I'm 25 minutes in, and I'm almost done with the show. This is going to be a fast episode of Garrett's Football Show. That's something we should all enjoy. Bear with me and take a little drink. So now for the last, I don't even know, however many minutes, who cares? For the last whatever, I'm going to get into the Thursday night game against the Denver Broncos against the Kansas City Chiefs. Let me see. This game is a regular Thursday night game on paper. Like, you assume that the Chiefs are going to just automatically blow the Broncos out. But I think it could go a little bit different, and this is why I said I kind of have 3 upsets that I'm talking about with today, but let's look at this first. Let's say last 10 games. All right. Let's see if we can go back to the last time the Broncos beat the Chiefs so you can see how crazy it is. Chiefs won, Chiefs won, Chiefs won, Chiefs won, Chiefs won, Chiefs won, Chiefs won. These are 2 times a year they play the same division. Chiefs won, Chiefs won, Chiefs won. Blah, 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 blah. When can I see? I was 15. All right, Broncos. Broncos won in 2015. Oh, they sweeped. Okay, they didn't sweep them. So, last time the Denver Broncos beat the Kansas City Chiefs, I was in my sophomore year of high school. I'm a graduated college. I've graduated from college 2 years ago. For most people, that is a reason to say, why would I ever bet on the fucking Broncos or think that they're going to win? But for me, a degenerate gambler that likes to have fun, I think that's the reason to say the Broncos could win. Because it's been 16, it's been like, what? 16, like, what is that? If it's 2015, they played 2 times a year, 5 games, or 5 years. That's about 10, 12 games. 12 games since the last time they won. They're due for a win. A. B. The Broncos are the way more desperate team right now. The Broncos are coming off terrible losses. They lost to the Jets. They beat the Bears in the shit bowl. Let's see, what else has been going on? They got 70 points scored on them by the Dolphins, which is like a record, or like one of the biggest records. And everything that I've been seeing and reading this week says that it looks like Russell Wilson is a game away from being sat out by Sean Payton, even though it's not Russell Wilson's fault that they're losing the way they are. But that's a conversation for another day of Garrett's Football Show. But all that is to be said, if the Broncos are going to have any time to win a game and see and show that they're not completely ass, it's going to be tonight on National Football against their division rival in a game that no one expects them to win. And if you've watched anything with Garrett's Football Show, you know how I feel about division rivals. They're going to always be good games. Most of the time be good games. With these two, it doesn't look like it's going to be always good games because the Broncos have been ass against the Chiefs, clearly. But I think they can get this dub. I think I think they can get this dub. Honestly, I don't think they will. But because I think Russell Wilson is going to come out and play as good as he can because he doesn't want to get sat, because Sean Payton is going to try to have this team as ready as he can have them. I mean, who wonders how much of a coach he is because of how this team looks, but he's going to have them playing as good as they can because this is going to be embarrassing if they get blown out again. So this is going to be the game for the Broncos to get a good win. Shit. Excuse me. Now, for that, I have a Thursday bet lined up. I didn't even want to talk about this game like that, and I did. Really, the only reason I wanted to get into this is the bet that I have lined up for this game. Let me just show you guys this really quickly. Bear with me. All right. I got Broncos plus 5.5 spread. I know. plus 5.5. So they can still lose and win. I got Broncos plus 5.5. Mahomes over 20.5 rushing yards. Russell Wilson 1+ passing TD. The plus 5.5 spread is everything that I just said. They haven't beat the Broncos haven't beat the Chiefs in God knows how many years, since like 2015, like I said. Russell Wilson looks like he's a game away from being sat out, undeservedly maybe, but looks like he's a game away from being sat out by Sean Payton just to switch something up. And if this is going to be a game for the Broncos to show that they have any type of fight in them, it's going to be Thursday night in a division game against the Chiefs, who are going to probably be looking past them, looking at Taylor Swift. I don't even know if she's going to be there tonight. I hope not. Another conversation for another day. But that's why I have Broncos at a plus 5.5 spread, because I think they can at least make it a game, and at the very best shock the world and maybe give us a good Thursday night game from once and win. Hopefully. Mahomes over 20.5 rushing yards. I don't think I even need to talk with this. I'm just going to show you guys. No need to yap. That's why I like the stream, because I can just, sometimes I don't have to yap as much. This would be faster. Patrick Mahomes over 20.5 rushing yards. Let's take a look at this so you can see why I do this. I love Patrick Mahomes over on rushing yards. Okay. Last week against the Vikings was the first game this year he didn't get over 20.5 rushing yards. 51 yards, 28 yards, 30 yards, 48, 45 yards. He's not just getting over more than 20 yards. He's blowing it out of the park. And I'm wondering why he only got 0, because I didn't watch that Minnesota game, but that's why I have that. No more needs to be said. He always, not always, knock on wood. Let me just put this in so you guys can hear that. He usually gets his over on rushing yards. Russell Wilson, 1+ passing TD. He's going to have to get 1+ in passing TD if these guys want to get plus 5.5. So that 3-leg parlay was plus 488. With the Thursday night profit boost that FanDuel was nice enough to give to your boy, it's plus 731. So for the little $10 bet that I put onto it, let me see. I think it gives me like $70 to $80 payout. Yeah, $10, I get an $83 payout. Let's see what happens. It's going to make the game, it's going to make the Thursday night game more interesting. Shit, my shit's not, I don't got my shit right. Oh, I'm tweaking. There we go. It's going to make the Thursday night game a little bit more bearable, but that is my bet. Those are my upsets of the week. That's my bullshit Twitter news. 32 minutes. That's Garrett's Football Show, October 12th, 2023. If you watched a second of this, thank you. If you watched a minute of this, thank you. If you watched all of this, thank you. I appreciate all of you that watch, support. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to start doing a lot more things. It's going to be Garrett Football Show more often until I get just more comfortable being on stream. This is the best one yet, I think. But I'm going to start talking about anything and everything that is interesting to me. Like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok and Instagram, GS Studios. Another reason why I have streaming. I love streaming instead of anything else, because I can do this. GS Studios at everything. Let's see. Let's make that big so it's no question about what you guys are seeing right now. Pause. Dang, I can't get more? 200%? Fuck them. GS Studio. You see it. GS Studios at everything. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Be safe. Have a good Thursday night. Have a good weekend. That's a wrap.